Many congratulations. A hard-fought victory there over Fallon Sherrock. Just sum up your emotions for us right now.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I was the second best player the whole match. I come out to the races in the first leg, figured I was going to be pretty comfortable, and she got off next 2, 3, 4 legs in a row, and it was like just hang on for dear life, and that was all it came down to. But I feel like I should have lost that game, but I'm still here, I guess.
5-1 down. Did the advert break come at the right time for you, and what did you say to yourself in that break?
Well, I stayed out. I hit about four or five 180s in that break, and I'm thinking, why am I not doing this in the game? And like I said, it just happened that she backed off a bit, and she started hitting less triples than she was, and it kind of sparked my confidence a bit. So, yeah,
did you feel extra pressure on your shoulders because you were playing with Fallon?
Yeah, I've known Fallon for quite a while, and she's a fantastic player. I knew what I was up against, and I didn't feel any animosity or whatever you want to call it towards the crowd, and because they were good on both ends, and it's just a matter of myself. I kind of got in the way of myself there a little bit, and like I said, had a bad autumn series. Confidence was low, and I figured, okay, I'll take this match against Fallon. I'll make that right, and away we go. But other than that, now I'll take one for the lucky guy, and here I am.
I was going to ask you about the autumn series. How was that travelling, obviously, from there to here? Because you had a lot of thinking time, and you were open and honest on social media that it didn't go particularly well for yourself. So how did you pick yourself up from that?
Yeah, I really struggled with that tournament, to be honest with you. I just found the heat was bad. I found I had restless legs. The first 4 or 5 nights I couldn't sleep. I think I had like maybe 6 hours in 4 nights, and it reflected definitely in my play. Played Johnny Clayton, played a fantastic match against him, but unfortunately he played an exceptional match, and I think he was around a 113, 114 average. But outside of that, like I said, I've had a good year so far, and like I said, now I've got a positive to work on, and looking forward to playing James the next match.
Jeff, pleasure, mate, as always. Thank you very much.
Cheers, pal.
Jeff, congratulations on the win tonight. It looked at a point there as if you sped up your throw a little bit. Was that the case? Was that a conscious decision you took?
Yeah, I've always played well when I play quicker. Like I said, just a little bit of nerve, I think, more than anything. Nothing, not too serious, but she came at me hard, guaranteed that second, third, fourth leg, and like I said, I was just looking to respond.
And just in general, how would you assess how your first 9 months back on the circuit have gone so far? Obviously, it's not been a normal season, but how would you assess how it's gone? Yeah,
it's been really difficult. They're back home, the bars have all been closed, so I can't call a buddy of mine up to, it's not that easy to go out and practice anymore. And to sit at home for 2 or 3 months, you go stale. And like I said, you're really looking to compete. And when that's taken, that little bit of taken away from you, it's a little bit used to. So other than that, like I said, it's been good. I'm super happy to be back. And like I said, and gradually I've gotten better every time out. So again, hopefully tomorrow I'll be a better player again.
And just looking ahead to tomorrow, it's James Wade. How much are you relishing taking on a player of James's quality on that big stage?
Yeah, James, fantastic player. Everybody knows that. Probably one of the best players not to win the World Championship. But very similar game. We don't murder anybody as far as it comes to a triple, but both dangerous on a double. So, I expect a good, tight, close match. And like I said, I've got to get my scoring up a little bit, obviously. But chances are, if I get stuck in there, I can have a go at him.
Okay, excellent. Thanks, Jeff.
No problem, Jamie. Thank you.
Jeff, lots of the players that have played Fallon over the last sort of 12, 18 months or so have said there's been extra pressure in playing her. Was that the case for you? Obviously, it's been a while since you've been up on the TV stage. Was there a little bit extra pressure playing Fallon?
Yeah, it's a situation that I've not been in before, and I didn't want to be one of those guys. You know what I mean? But and fortunately enough, I got through it. But should I have? Probably not. She was the one that let me off in that match, and I'll be the first one to admit it. And luckily enough, I'm still in the tournament, and it should have been Fallon.
Do you think it's a little bit of a free run, knowing that maybe you could have been going home after tonight against James tomorrow?
Yeah, it's like I said, it all came back to the last series, and there was a couple of games that I played quite well in, and I thought, here we go again. And I was off comfortably against Fallon, and she just fought back at me, and she played so well. And I'm thinking, here we go again. Chances are I'm going to go out and I'll be the next guy that falls victim to her. But all comes down to luck, and that's what it was tonight.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you very much, Jeff.
Cheers, Josh.
Who's next, Rob?
Jeff, I just wanted on Fallon. We've seen so much of her. There's been so much talk. Do you think she'll be beating the men regularly at some stage, either this year or next year?
Yeah, the key to her getting in is playing off more and more often. Like I said, you see what Lisa's doing, and Lisa's playing some absolute top shelf stuff. And Fallon's not going to be any different. If she can find some way to get in, get her tour card, she's going to be beating these guys regularly. And she's a credit to the game. And you know what I mean? It's if she just continues on doing what she's doing, she's going to be a threat to anybody she plays.
What do you say to those trolls that think women can't play darts or shouldn't be up on that stage? What do you suggest, having been in the thick of it tonight?
Yeah, it's quite easy. Grab your 450 quid, go to Q School, and prove her wrong, because I don't think they can.
Great. Thank you.
Cheers.
Ben, do you want to go next?
Hey, Jeff. I was just going to ask, what was it like being back in front of a crowd?
It's been a long time for me. I missed the World Championships for the first time in 5 years. So for me to get back up on a stage was a little bit different. Obviously, it's where I want to be. So, but the crowd were fantastic. You know what I mean? I thought it was going to be pretty partisan towards Fallon as far as the support. And quite honestly, there was quite a few in the crowd that supported me. So I was quite happy with that.
And how come you try to block that out when you hear the crowd chanting Fallon and things like that, and you're just trying to focus on your game and get back in the contest?
That's exactly it. I had nothing to lose at 4-1 down, and she had everything to lose. So it all come down to she backed out a little bit and gave me a little bit of opportunity, and I snuck in there, and that's all it came down to.
Cheers, Jeff.
Thank you.
Hi, Jeff. It's Phil Lanning. How are you?
Good, Phil. How you doing, bud?
Yeah, good. I apologise if there's any repetition here, as I've gone last. Obviously, Ted Evitts, Mensah Shulovic and Glenn Durrant have all played Fallon on a big stage. You've sampled this now. Is it the hardest game you've ever had to play?
It's the hardest game I've played going in flat. And you know what I mean? And Fallon's in the same boat the rest of us are. She was on a high. She played extremely well against a lot of good players and deserved to win. And but rightfully so, most of us guys have all been out of it within the last 2 and 3 months. So, you know what I mean? Hats off. You get Premier League went the last few weeks, so those boys have got a little bit of experience back. But outside that, it's been a difficult situation for everybody, and that's all it comes down to.
When you were 5-1 down, did you, in the back of your mind, did you think that all of the press pack would be on Jeff Smith? You'd be the next one? That's
exactly how I felt. I said, just don't be the next guy. Just keep sticking in, try to stay alive. Don't lose 5-1 or 6-1, and make it 6-2, and then make it 6-3, then make it 6-4. And next thing you know, all of a sudden I thought, okay, maybe there's a chance here I can get back. She's dropped a little bit, and that's all it was in the end.
Okay. Will it be a relief playing James Wade tomorrow?
Yeah. No different, to be honest with you. Like I said, I struggled so much in the last series that I'm just happy to get a win. It felt good. Now I've got a bit of confidence. I can build on that. And like I said, James and I have similar games. We don't outscore anybody, but we definitely are good around the outer ring. So it should be a nice tight game, hopefully. And if I play the way I play, then I'll have a chance to win.
Just finally, Jeff. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just finally, you've been on some journey yourself that you, obviously from the body shop burning down back home in Canada to where you are now, you must just be relieved to be back playing and back at the top of the game.
Yeah, I was so thrilled to get through Q School, and I was so hungry and ready to go. And like I said, with the shop burning back last August, it really put a lot of time on the board for me, and it showed in the results. I played some good stuff coming in. I've made a final, a semi-final here. And I was ready to go, but then all of a sudden COVID struck, and it was like it's like not again something else that's going to get in my way of being where I want to be. But yeah, you just have to take it as it comes. You make a best of a bad situation, and like I said, just keep plugging away.
Great. Well, listen, congratulations on the results, and thanks for your patience and doing the interviews.
Yeah, all the best, guys. Thank you very much.
Jeff, before you go, Jeff, if I may, just on the BDO, I mean, we're getting word that the BDO will be no more. The UK DA is coming in. We've got MAD coming in. As someone who played on the BDO, what's your thoughts on the sad demise of that organisation?
Yeah, it is. There's a lot of history, obviously, in that organization. Like I said, there's some mismanagement the last few years. But like I said, I spent my time where I needed to be. I've never really said I was one organization or the next. I'm a dart player. And like I said, I just kind of go with the cards lay. And at the time when I played the BDO, that's where I needed to be. Gained some really valuable experience. But in the end, I really want to play PDC darts. And that's what it comes down to. So I wish them all the best. I hope they're successful. The amateur game needs something, and professional game, if you're good enough, come here.
And who do we blame for the demise?
Not going to blame anyone. It's been going on for years and years and years. I think it just comes a mismanagement as an organization.
Okay, thank you.
Cheers, guys.